I seem to remember my last words in the last episode were, let's get on with some storyline. Fine, we'll do some storyline. I guess we'll do the mini-games afterwards. Hey everyone, it's been the Siblings, I'm Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. I haven't been able to wring a confession out of this Dalston chap. Are you sure he's our man? But he's not, okay? Layton says he's not, therefore he's not. That's my justification for that. That's right! Mr. Dalston's got too much invested in Monte d'Or, it doesn't make sense. Tingley Town is the next target. Unless something is done to prevent it, there will be another incident tonight. Okay. He's towards the Chief Inspector, he believes he has a culprit and has already put patrol officers back on the regular schedule. Wow, yeah, they're pretty dumb. To the briefing room. Jeez. Sometimes. Professor Layton, glad you could make it. We're about to continue the investigation. May we sit in? Okay. So... Alright, Dalston, let's make this quick. Why'd you do it? For crying out loud, it's not me! Shouldn't you be out looking for clues or something instead of harassing me? The old arm innocent routine, eh? No, tough guy, we know you used a horse-drawn cart in the statue's trick. A racing chariot, to be precise. We found tracks all over this scene. Okay... Yeah, you got a chariot and we found tracks from chariots plastered all over the scene. I have a chariot, but it's not the only chariot in town. Maybe we should talk to the man who runs the racecourse. I don't want to voice out these things, so I think I've given them both the same voice, so I'm just I don't want to draw attention to that fact. What would I gain by scaring people away from town? I depend on tourists. Alright, we can do it the hard way. We've already spoken to the manager of the racecourse and he said he hasn't noticed any of the chariots going missing. Those things aren't cheap. And let me tell you, there's no one else in Monte d'Or who owns a private chariot. We've also got your motive. Jealousy. Mrs. Lador rejected your proposal, so you wanted revenge on Mr. Lador. You couldn't accept that a former butler got rich and married your woman. Mr. Lador told us all about it. Okay. The fact remains they belong to a chariot, and the chariot was used to deposit some deceptively lifelike statues. No doubt the trick relied upon crowd mentality. People quickly turned hysterical. If one person were, say, to feign illness, a crowd would form. This would keep the audience concerned and distracted. And during this time, other accomplices could do as they wish, such as wheeling in statues on a cart. With statues in place, these accomplices could easily start screaming that the people had been turned into stone, which would trigger panic. The worried crowd promptly forgets about the first afflicted individual and tries to flee. And as they flee, they no doubt see several of these statues, which intensifies their fear. I couldn't have said it better, Professor. So I've given those two the same voice as well. I'm not very good at this whole voice acting lark. We didn't see any chariots there that night. How could anyone hide those statues in front of all those witnesses? We were missing the wood for the trees. There was only one hiding place large enough, and we were all looking at it. Where was that? Everything was hidden inside the giant clown balloon. Okay. Would that really be able to hold up a bunch of statues? We did watch the balloon the whole time. But we saw the balloon floating! How could the statues have been inside, Professor? Must have filled with buoyant gas. The clown came down when they burst. I don't think gas would be able to hold up, like, helium. It's pretty helium gas, but like, I don't think helium gas would be able to support so many stone statues. None of these stunts would come cheap. Buying props and paying so many accomplices would require a lot of cash. He's got the means of the motive. I think he's our man. I doubt we'll see another appearance of the masked gentleman. Cue masked gentleman! I cannot be so sanguine. What a great word. Sorry to hear that, Professor, but from where I'm sounding, it looks as though we can just about close this case. And if the gentleman does appear, then we're screwed. In the meantime, there are a few things I'd like to look into. I'm curious about these chariots. Quick once over the racecourse might shed some light on our mystery. We're going to the racecourse! Let us know if you find any evidence pertaining to Mr. Dalston. If it pertains to anyone else, just kind of, destroy the evidence or leave it behind, We only want something that will incriminate Dalston. Typical police workmanship. The petrification miracle was nothing more than an elaborate trick. Okay. I don't know why that's updated. Oh, okay. Fine. Something updated, I don't know why. I don't know what. But something, somewhere, updated. What puzzle number are we looking for? I reckon actually there's something in here as well. So I'm just going to quickly talk to these guys. Dawson's keeping quiet, maybe because he knows absolutely nothing. Who else could have done it? Like, I don't know, anyone? Wonderful. What about you then? Just so you know, the fact that I've still investigating doesn't mean I've changed my mind about Dalston. Right now, my job is to find and identify the victims of last night's miracle, assuming they are indeed victims. Okay, we got to go find evidence to prove Dalston's innocence, or, whatever. Sup? What is it, Layton? Don't tell me it's your turn to play the bad cop now. Not at all, I'm quite certain that you're innocent. Convincing the police, however, is another matter entirely. That's the funny thing about making up your mind. You stop listening to everyone else. Hey, you're an archaeology buff, right? See, I've been working on this puzzle while I'm stuck here. Is it an archaeology-based question? I guess so. Rock hard sums. He's obsessed with his math pulls, isn't he? An elite archaeological team unearthed the stone tablets in the remains of an ancient settlement. According to one excited researcher, it's a near-perfect specimen of arithmetic homework from the era. Strange letters represent numbers, while the operators plus, minus, and equals are the same we use today. Okay. Not sure what kind of ancient civilization this is. But, okay. Huh.
Just kind of wondering where exactly I'm going to start with this one. It is not an easy one. Well, actually, okay, maybe... Okay, well... Okay, look at the first one. If we assume, like... Square's got to be the number that comes after triangle. And if you look at the second puzzle... The second one... B has to be the letter that comes before the C. And looking at the third one... Square has to be the letter that comes before... that. This is getting very complicated. That's, I think, all we can really figure out. So, looking at the first... wait. How can I? We don't really know anything else apart from that. This is, well... I could try working out mathematically, but it might take some time. I was kind of hoping there'd be an easy way. There probably is an easy way, and I'm just probably not seeing it, but you know what, fine. I'm going to need to pull these wires so that I can get a good little amount of leeway here, so that I can do a little bit of arithmetic. So let us...
Okay, decided to go ahead and speed that up a little bit for you, and basically just cut kind of to the answer. Basically, the way I solved this was by going about assuming... I found that the best one to start assuming was the one that's shaped like a B. And I tried it with B equals 6, tried it with B equals 8, and it actually works out if you set B equal to 7. Because from that, you can use that one there to get that one, and then you can use that one there to get that one, and then you can use that one there to get that one. So that's 3 of the symbols worked out. Then you can use like the other 2 equations to get the other 2, so that's pretty much the way I worked it out. So the answer should be CB. Now the symbol looks like a C, and then the symbol looks like a B. So there and there. And that should, in theory, all work out. Assuming, you know, my answer was correct, which...
I believe I have
I'm
this
hoping! Yay.
Solving
I pretty much
puzzles
figured out
is truly a pleasure.
it had to be more than 5 at least, because, you know, it's something minus B equals something ending with B, which means that it's got to kind of be greater than 5 so that it can be equal to itself. Yeah, whole mathy things. Mathy words. Sorry if mathy words hurt your brain, which they certainly have done mine. But there we go. Alright, we got to find evidence. So, let us go and do that, I guess. Continuing our investigation. So, what's this racetrack? I am not 100% sure where it is, but I'm sure that we'll be told as soon as we leave the reception. There we go. We'll need more evidence to convince the Chief Inspector. Let's see if we can track down the chariot that was used. Mr. Dalston mentioned a racecourse, and the Chief Inspector said he'd already checked with the manager and nothing was missing. It's still worth investigating at any rate. Perhaps they overlooked something. You never know what you may find unless you try. I saw the racecourse on the map just back at the hotel. It's just north of here. Oh my god, we don't have to run across the town. Hallelujah! Onwards we go then. I suppose. To the racecourse. Ooh, new area. And that of course means that there are hint coins. How many hint coins are there here? Let me see. There are 4. So... I guess we're going to go find those then. Or we're going to, investigate the race course. Whichever one comes first, I guess. You can practically smell all that wagered money in the air. Alright. Still looking for hint coins, though. I've not... My cursor is refusing to, flash up. There's one. Are they all going to be on the right side? Because my cursor would not flash up on the left side at all. Unless I'm just terrible at looking, but, there's supposed to be 4! The hell are they? Okay, let's check around the bushes real carefully. They're usually around bushes. Maybe that sign at the back? No. Maybe the roof? Maybe somewhere around here? No. Around the edges? No. Middle? No. This bush here? No. There? No. There. Alright, that's 2. That's 2. We got 2. We're doing good, guys. We're doing good. Maybe I should investigate this up here. Ah, okay, yeah, they're probably all going to be up here. Also, I suspect... we got a collection thing. A booby prize! Excellent. Pretty much a booby prize from finding the hint coins. There's one, and the other one is there. Fantastic. That took, freaking forever. Oh, it's you! The girl I like! Yay! Thrillerating casinos during the day, the drama of the mischievous but magical Dandleman by night. What an extravaganza it's been. The police have a suspect now. Don't be such a spoiled snail, that was just Act 1. The Dandleman's still out there. I'm on tenderhawks. In precipitation. Serena. You're like the weirdest character. But, you know, you're just so happy and full of life. It's great. Full of energy. That is why you are an awesome person. And there doesn't seem to be anything to do around here. Sup, I said. What the hell? He's just like, he's sitting on air!